Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? My goodness, I don't have any Wi-Fi on my iPad. And that could be a problem for drawing the names. Well, good morning to everyone. I haven't read back through the chat yet. Lots going on in there by the looks of it. I am going to restart my iPad because we need to have our drawings today. And I can't seem to get a web page on there. Must be time to restart it. So good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday to you, to everyone. Let me get this thing started again. And say it doesn't want to come on. And I have my little notebook with all my notes. I'm sorry I was late. I looked at the clock and it was 10:01 and I was still rewriting my notes, you know. So I'm not going to go back up through the chat for time's sake to see who's here, but I will welcome everyone, and I hope that today is a good day for you, and I'm glad that you're here with me and all of your scrappy friends in the chat. So I just wanted to welcome you. It is a balmy 47 degrees here in northern Maine this morning, which is warm for us. It feels good after being cold. That is 8 degrees Celsius for those of you that don't use Fahrenheit. And I would like to thank my moderators always for their help. They are the cogs that keep this place running. It's always wonderful. They do a lot of work and it's very helpful indeed. I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here and also for subscribing to my channel. I hit 16,000 subscribers since last Wednesday. You know, it went up. I didn't get 16,000 in a week. Sorry, I didn't mean to phrase it that way, but I didn't have 16,000 last week, but I have this week. So thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. And I appreciate each time that one of you clicks like, that you share any of my video tutorials or what have you, and also when you subscribe. Everything is a help. The like, the comments, the subscriptions, the shares. Okay, this is back up and working, so I'll put my links in here, and then in a little while we're going to do drawings because that is part of our excitement for today. I just usually have this all ready, so I apologize. Okay, so whether you're new here or you've been around, I want to welcome you. It's so great to have you here. So I'm going to try to go over this really quickly and then we'll get on with things. What is What's Up Wednesday? Sometimes I get people who wonder what it is, and there is no tutorial here. Wednesdays are just chat. We all come into the chat box. Well, not everyone comes into the chat box, and that's fine. If you're a lurker or a listener, we don't mind that at all. We just sit around and chat about a lot of different things here on Wednesdays. But the tutorials are separate. So thank you everyone for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Let's see. So I also want to like I said, I want to thank you guys, thank my mods, and I want to thank Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction 1 over on Etsy. Her link is below. She sponsors a once a week fabric giveaway right here at Marie's Scrappy Creations. And that is only open to U.S. residents because of postal costs, but we have plenty of giveaways that happen that are worldwide. So please don't feel like you're missing out, but we want to thank Kimberly for that. We really appreciate that. So if you were with me, great. If you weren't, it's available for replay, but we had a very fun time this past Sunday. We did a live stream sew and chat, and I showed you all how to make these gorgeous hot pads. Now, You can always go back. I can edit that into the description box. I better write that down or I will forget because I know how I am. Now, if somebody can tell me where I put my pen, but I found it. Link, hot pad video, pop-up video. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm silly. Okay, during that live stream where we had so much fun and got something done, we even broke out our seam rippers because what did I do? I forgot to tell you guys to put the back piece in there. So anyone who was sewing along with me got to take out Jack the Ripper and put him to good use. But he had enough exercise, we're going to let him be for a while. Andrea says, and I thank Honor for the wonderful gift of fabric and a little sunflower coin purse. I love them both. Oh, that's sweet, Andrea. I'm so glad you got it. When I did my 2-year celebration video, we had some giveaways, and some of my mods gave away gifts as well. They're always just so supportive, and I appreciate that, and I know you guys do too. Okay, so during our sew-in chat, I kind of threw an idea out there, and just in case you weren't there or haven't seen the replay yet, because I know you're going to want to watch it, I wanted to let you know that we talked about doing another sew-in chat where we grab up all of our pieces of batting that are just, now I have one of those zippered blanket bags and it is stuffed so full with pieces, strips, squares, rectangles, whatever, of batting. Now, I will say that from time to time I try to be better and just put my bigger pieces off to the side to make the postcards, because that's what I use to make postcards most of the time. But I need to sit and frankenpiece those things together. So that's where the idea came from. I thought, well, maybe you guys would like to do a sew-in chat, a live stream, where we just all get our pieces of batting or whatever you're working with. Maybe it's fusible fleece or whatever. And just sew. Of course, you could always sew a project too, but like I said, I just have so many pieces of batting that are just small pieces, and I've been saving them, and they need to go. So I used to do it before they got to be too much of a job, but it's been a while. It has been a while. Okay, Glenda says, I missed the live on Sunday. I was keeping my grandkiddos, but I watched the replay and loved it. Well, we're glad you were there. Hi, Donna. Donna Orange. Congratulations on 16,000, and I love the hot pads. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Is this your first time here? Danelle, hey, everyone. I'm lurking while working, so if I don't respawn, then hey. That's okay. Don't you worry about that. All right. Rhonda says, sounds like fun. Thank you, Rhonda. And there's Lisa Marie. She made it. Still pouring here. Good morning to everyone. Well, we're glad you're here, Lisa Marie. Okay, so it sounds like people really like the idea of the sew-in chat. So that is wonderful. Now, I made a trip out the other day. It wasn't... I mean, it was good to get out in one way, but I have a hard time riding, and the other day I ended up, instead of going from here over to Marden's, which is not very far, when the bus picked me up, they took me all over town. And that left me not feeling so great. But either way, I did go to Marden's since I talked with you guys last week. Now, I want to show you, I'll show you that in a minute. This has already been cut for the bag. Now, I'll show you in a minute how well it matched, but this is the pink that I bought, or one of the pinks, okay? I needed a pink to match with this, and when I got it home, it matched with that K facet fabric that I showed you guys I had sewn into a 9 patch last week. So that I bought these to go together in a project and ended up not using this one, but using this one, which I will show you how well it matched here in just a few minutes. Okay, Honor says, I'm teaching my little quilting girls fabric postcards at our next meeting. I loved the ones you sent. Well, I'm so glad, Honor, and that's a great project for them to start with. How fun. Not only do they get to sew, they get to use the glue too. Oh, I don't think I mentioned to you guys, but I use glue on the back of my fabric postcards. Like when I'm done and have it cut to 4.5 by 6.5, I take my comic book board, or maybe you use cardstock, and I glue them. I used to use a glue stick, but I found lately that I like glue. I was at the dollar store about a month ago, and I thought, well, I need glue, and glue is glue, right? I'll buy it from here. No, not at all. Glue is not glue. That came out like water. It went all over the place, and I didn't particularly care for it. I don't know if anyone else has any experience with it, but you know. Okay, so Donna says it's not her first time. She's more of a watcher. Well, we're glad you're here one way or the other. June says they had snow overnight. Not much, though. Well, that's a good thing. Mary is lurking at work. Thank you on the congratulations, Mary and everyone. Okay, so those are the first two fabrics. Now, I went there looking for fabric with writing or something on it to make my postcards. You guys are going to remember this one that I bought there. Where is it? Right here. Sorry. I show you the other one first. It has an off-white grayish background. I've already cut it. I've got heat and bond on it. And it has all sorts of words like trim, pins and needles and things. And this is great for my fabric postcards. I love it. So I went back looking for fabric with words on it. Well, what I found was more of that, but it's got a different colored background on it. It's got like a light blue, almost a teal colored background. And this was $6.99 a yard at Martin's. That other one that I showed you, those were both $3.99 a yard. And I'm going to go back to that for a moment. Normally when I buy from Martin's, I know that sometimes you can get fabric that isn't a great quality. Not very often, but sometimes. And sometimes you can get fabric that might have a line of a dye or something through it. I just cut around it. It's not a big deal for me. At the prices they charge, I can deal with it. This fabric, I opened it up to press it, and there was a big long seam where the machine had sewn two pieces. You know, they had butted them together and sewn down. So it was, I only got a 1 yard cut, and it was about 6 inches in. I was a little disappointed that the lady that cut it didn't tell me, because before I have had them say, this has this, do you still want it? They bring it to my attention. So I was a little bit disappointed at that, but it wasn't a big deal for me, like I said, because I was going to cut it up anyway. So, but it had that, and then this morning when I was making the straps, they're kind of pinned together here because I was making sure they measured the same. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but okay, now you see it's just pink and white, basically shades of pink, except for where it's not. There's some yellow on here, and I don't know why. Oh, come on, I know it's here. Well, I guess it's folded in mostly. You can see a little bit of it. I don't know if you can or not. You see the yellow? So I cut the straps to the length they need to be, and it will be tucked in, and I'm going to try to hide it as best I can. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I just wish I would have noticed it beforehand. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got lots of people coming in. Denise, Lorraine Young. Well, hello. Georgina says, awesome fabric. Thank you. Mimi says, good morning. This is my first time ever live chatting. I'm excited. Well, we're glad you're here. You get the happy dance. Yay. So welcome. Welcome. I'm assuming it's Mimi. That's what my grandchildren call me, but we spell it M-E-M-E. I know, we're weird. So anyway, there was that fabric. And like I said, both pinks were $3.99 a yard. And this was $6.99. So the only other thing I found, because there was fabric with writing on it, but it had like Boy Scouts of America, and it might say camping, fishing, or whatever, but it had the Boy Scout logo everywhere, so I couldn't cut around just those words. And then they had things like that, or else it was really little childrenish, and it wasn't anything that I felt I could use. They did have one with quotes on it that I picked up for a friend. The only other thing I found, I was so happy with it, because it's going to be great. It's got all the states on it. Now this was $6.99 a yard as well. But you guys are going to flip when I tell you what I found. Oh, lots of people are Mimi's. Hi, Jody. Oh, Mimi says, yes, it's Mimi. My grandkids call me Gigi. Oh, okay. I got it now. I got it. Lorraine finished her denim tablecloth and gifted it to her sister-in-law. Well, I bet she'll love it. So, Jody, you spell it the same way, too. That's awesome. Okay. When I was heading up towards the fabric with my little cart into Martin's, you know those bins, like when you go to the grocery store and they have watermelon, and the bin sits on the floor. It's like a great big octagon-shaped, I don't know, cardboard box. I don't know what else to call it. Well, there were 4 of them up there. And I thought, because they always have fabric in them, and it's always a deal. So my husband had gone off towards the hardware, and he was going to meet me in fabrics. So I go up that way, and there is the first bin said bolts, $19.99. $19.99. Now, these are not huge bolts of fabric. They just are not. They're not that way. But I figured there was 6 to 8 yards on there just by looking. I couldn't pull them out to look at them because I can't make that motion. I can't do that. So I was kind of stuck trying to look through like a file cabinet, but they were stuffed in there so hard, close. I couldn't really look. So there were 3 more. The next 3 were fabric that was $2 a yard. There were some kids prints, there was Americana, there was all kinds of different fabrics in there. Yet again, I couldn't look because I couldn't pull the fabric out. And I forgot to get the fabric out that I bought, so I could show you. So I was at the fabric table getting my fabric cut when my husband came along, and he started looking through. And he found this. Now, I don't use kids' prints all the time, but this was adorable. And as I said, $19.99, and that's how much fabric was on it. They're not like completely big bolts like what you'd expect. But the print, this felt almost like a flannel. It is so soft. And it has little woodland animals all over it that are the most adorable drawings of animals. I'm sorry, I can't hold that up very long, guys. But there's owls and squirrels and wolves and bunnies and there's just everything. And so, me being me, I had to take it all off. I know, Terry, I knew you were going to flip. $19.99. I'm ready. So I had to know how many yards were on there. Okay, so I unfolded it and took it off there. And it's about that much shy of 9 yards. Not even kidding you. Just about 1.5 inches shy of 9 yards of fabric for $19.99. So Now, it was basically equivalent to the $2 a yard that was next to it, but you get the whole bolt. You don't have to worry about the cuts or anything like that. So yeah, it was adorable. And so I said to my husband, there's no way I'm going to use all that. So when I give away fabric, like when we have our Creative Word of the Day contest the first Wednesday of every month, for anyone who's new, it's the first Wednesday of every month, I give away something like something I've made, a piece of fabric, or I give away something like that. Unless you're outside the US, and then it has to be something that fits in an envelope. But either way, oh, Mary, you missed the $19.99 a bolt at Marden's Fabric. How dare your boss walk in the middle of such important business? Let them know. Anyway, so there's plenty more there. So when Terry gets the bus and gets up here, there should be some left. And I looked, and there's still a lot of K Facet and the Tula Pink fabric left as well. But yeah, I thought I could give away some of this as prizes, because who doesn't need fabric? We all know we are addicted. We are addicted. We know this. Okay, so I showed you last week that I was going to make a bag out of those squares. I have it all pinned up here so you can't see, but that pink fabric I bought was such a beautiful match. Don't you think? It brought out the pink in all the K Facet fabrics. I thought it looked adorable. So let me unpin this, at least some of it, so you can see what I did here. I made the pocket, like I call it a phone pocket. On one side of the lining it has a double pocket that will hold your phone and whatever else, as I showed in that 5-part bag series. And on the other side I did do, take this all out, one more pin. Okay, so I did a little bit different placement with my Marie's Scrappy Creations label. Normally I place it right here. This time I decided to put it on the pocket before I sewed it on, and I did some decorative stitching at the top of the pockets. And then it has the zippered pocket there. Yeah, it did match really well, didn't it? It really did. So, as I said, this morning I got the straps cut for it, and I am putting this inside, and it will hold. I'm going to also gift the key fob with it that's going to match, so I will lobster clasp it right onto this before I give this purse away. So there's that. So that's the only project really that I worked on this week, to be honest with you. I just didn't get a lot of sewing done. I've been working a lot more on my brother, my PQ 1500 SL. It's a semi-industrial, and the thing I have with that machine, sometimes I don't know, it stitches beautifully, but there's more than one way to thread that machine, and it is all based, I know we had this discussion on another video, but it depends on what you have in there for thread, and sometimes it depends on the thickness of the fabric, like say with the tote bag. But either way, I learn more about that every day, and I can't tell you how much I love that machine. I love that machine. Dawn says, at that price, I would buy for backing on quilts. Oh, that's exactly what I thought. Good morning, Gladys. Oh, the girls must be talking about a road trip. They're picking each other up. Thank you, Terry. And it was a perfect match. Honor says, super fancy, Marie. I love it. Need to catch up on bag making. That's the thing. I've been in such a, no sewing mojo or whatever, no sojo. that I figured the bags would get me back into it. I love making bags. I love making postcards. But I like the little zippered bags, the open wide zippered bags, and the tote bags are so fun to make, and I could make those in my sleep, I think. But, you know. Linda says, howdy, y'all. Day late and $1 short, but I'm here. Well, we're glad you're here. Doris says, my husband just made me some breakfast and served it to me in my recliner. I hope you're feeling better, Doris, and for anyone who's sick or in pain, I hope you are doing better, and I hope that either today or tomorrow is a better day. I was going to say, or I meant to say when I told you guys that it was 47 degrees here, I was going to say that no matter what our weather or circumstance, let's try to make today a wonderful day. Because today can still be the best day ever. It's all in how we think of it. Okay, so we're going to talk for a minute before we do the drawings. I apologize for anyone who's heard this, but I try to do this because otherwise I get a lot of questions. Not that I mind questions, but it's easier to answer them here in one format than to type them all out separately. So we have different contests here at Marie's Scrappy Creations. Each week I give you what I call a creative word of the day. You use that in the comments below the video, not here in the live chat where everyone's typing right now. But you use that word. You can just write the word. You can use it in a sentence. You can tell me anything you want. But then your name goes in the drawing. And on the first Wednesday of every month, I draw a name from each of the previous What's Up Wednesdays since the last one. There's usually 4 depending on the month. From those 4 names, I choose the grand prize winner, and they win either something I've made or a piece of fabric or something that I have in my stash that I gift to them. The only difference there, or the only thing that differs there, is if this person that wins is outside of the U.S. because of postal costs, I have to send them something like a fabric postcard or something that fits in an envelope. All right, that's under 1 ounce. But anyone, anywhere can play the comment of the day game. Or a creative word of the day, sorry. Comment of the week. Each week I do a drawing where I choose one comment. Well, I don't choose it. I let the iPad, there's a little program on there that is a comment chooser, and it chooses the comment, and I read it out loud, and that person wins a postcard. I send them a fabric postcard. You can live anywhere in the world and take part in the comment of the week prize drawing. Now there's one other, and this is for U.S. residents only. Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction 1 over on Etsy, again her link is below, she sponsors our weekly fabric giveaway. She gives one subscriber in the US each week a fabric prize. Now, there are a few stipulations on this stuff. I don't roll over week to week. You have until the following Wednesday to get a hold of me. Now, when I draw here in a few minutes, I'll take the name down, and when this video's over, when the live stream's over, I'm going to go to the comment that won. Like, let's say the comment that won the fabric. And I'm going to type in there, and I'm going to pick on Doris, and I'm going to say, let's pretend Doris won. Dear Doris, congratulations, you won the fabric this week. Please email me at, and I give her my email address. So she has until next week to get a hold of me, because I just have so much going on that there's no way with giving away the number of things that we do. I can't keep track of it if I don't do it that way. So I apologize if that cramps anyone's style, but the rules are the rules. So that's that. Now I'm going to get ready to do the drawing, and we are going to draw for the comment of the week. Now this is for a fabric postcard. Is everyone ready? Hi Mary. Hi Marcia. If I've missed anyone, I apologize. Oh, Georgina's been fighting the flu, starting to round the corner. Oh, I hope you feel better. It's It's nothing to mess with. Honor says another bucket list. I missed that. Another bucket list item. Okay. Dawn says you should post the drawing rules in the video replay. The replay. So sewers can go back to it and read them if they forget how the drawing works. Yeah, I can put it in the description box. Is that what you mean, Dawn? Just so many don't know how to find the description box, which I still need to make a video about that, but the video editor thing is still an issue at the moment. But we're going to get there. All right, so the comment of the week is, it's Guess Who, Nancy. Oh, the other thing is you can't have won anything in the last 60 days. I forgot that part. But yeah, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Mary says, hello, everyone. I'm late, but that's okay. It's not a problem. So congratulations to Guess Who, Nancy. She wins the fabric postcard for the comment of the week. I'll write that down and take a screenshot. That way I am doubly sure not Guess Who, Nancy. Then I don't lose it. Okay, are we ready? I'll close that out. We need to draw for the fabric. So again, can't have won anything in the last 60 days. So if I hit that button and it's someone who I know has won, I'm going to hit the button again to refresh the page. Otherwise, let's go. That's what I thought you meant, Dawn. That is awesome, and it works for a lot, just not for everyone. But thank you for that. Oh my. Is she here today? Judith French wins. She wins the fabric from Kimberly over at My Fabric Addiction 1. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't read Nancy's comment before it went off the screen. I apologize. Okay, so congratulations, Judith French. You won the fabric, and that is exciting stuff. Let me write that down. She is sometimes here. All right. Now, before I forget to give it to you, because I have something I want to talk about here in a minute, I want to give you the creative word of the day, and it's actually going to be 2 words this week that go together. Now, you guys know I love reading your comments, and I don't know if any of you go to the comment section, but it's wonderful. You really should check it out if you never have. You guys write some very good comments, very informative, very sweet. It's just, you guys are a wealth of knowledge. You know, you are a wealth of knowledge. I want it to be interesting this week. So I thought of using the words sewing machine. Now, you don't have to do this. Normally, you know, I just say you can just type the creative word of the day, and you don't have to, or you can use it in a sentence or whatever. But I would love to, if you have the time, hear about what was your first sewing machine? Or what, you know, if you don't want to do that, you can say what your favorite sewing machine is. I think I would love to read all the responses on that. So that's the creative word for today, February 28th, 2024, sewing machine. So again, not here in the live chat where everyone's typing now, but down below the video, after this video ends, you're going to type in the comments section. Now, so the creative word of the day was 2 words, sewing machine. If you're in the US and you haven't won in the last 60 days, you can type in the word fabric for a chance to win fabric from My Fabric Addiction 1 from Kimberly. And thank you, Kimberly. We really appreciate the prize. And if you write any comment at all, you don't have to worry about the words, just leave a comment. Your name goes in the drawing for the weekly postcard for the comment of the day. Okay? I hope everyone gets that. I know I run through it every week. I try to do it as quickly as possible. Okay, So if you saw my post on YouTube or Facebook this morning, you know that I wanted to talk to you about a change in our What's Up Wednesday lineup. When we first started the live stream What's Up Wednesday, because it wasn't always live. Okay, thank you, Terry. I had mentioned that I wanted to set a time, and then I was possibly thinking of every other time doing it at another time. I never did that. So what I am going to try, I'm going to try it for at least a month. So at least 4 What's Up Wednesdays. So next Wednesday, we're going to do it at 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. Okay? So every other week, it's either going to be at 10 or 2. So this week at 10, next week at 2. And the reason I'm trying this is because I have viewers from all over the world, and a lot of people would like to be here live at least once in a while, but they can't be because of the time differences. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm not sure what you guys think of it, but I figured it's at least worth a try because I like to be as fair as I can be. And so I've made it so that you don't have to be here to win one of those 3 prizes that I just went over. You can watch it on replay and win. But we have a lot of fun in the live chat. So many times we get talking about things, bringing up memories, just, rehashing things, and just a lot of fun. So I want more people to be able to take part in that, and I think it's going to be great. So for those of you in the US, if I go at 2 p.m. instead of 10 a.m., that's still doable for you, yet it opens up a whole new chance for a lot of people who would like to watch. So that's my idea, and I figure we'll try it for about a month, and I'll evaluate at that point what my what my criteria is. I'm going to look at the views, what I get for views during a live and after a live. YouTube tells me all those numbers, and then I'm going to look at what happens at 2. Do more people watch it later on so it's not worth it, or is it about the same, or whatever? I'll take a look at it and see. So I'm sorry that it's going to be a little bit confusing, but I will always announce it the morning of. I will, like this one, I try to announce by 8, but it's usually closer to 9 when I get the link up on YouTube. But I will try to have the link for the afternoon one up at the same time I would post this one. So by 9 a.m. you would know. All right. I'm hearing some good feedback there. People think it's a good idea. That is awesome. Dawn says, up to the challenge. I'll be watching my Facebook for the reminders because it doesn't take much to keep me confused. Me either, Dawn. Me either, my dear. Doris says, sounds good to me. 2 p.m. is great, and I agree on having our overseas sisters able to join. Absolutely. Sisters and brothers, we've got some men. My stats used to be that we were 99% female and 1% male, and now it was like 93% lady and 7% male. So, hey. But okay, Ninian asked a question, and thank you for the question. I forgot to say that. She said, how do I find you on Facebook? Okay, if you search on Facebook, you will not find me because we decided to close that. You can still get in, but I just wanted to explain. We decided to close that because I was getting bombarded with requests not because of YouTube channel or that people knew who I was. Facebook was pushing it out as they were recommending it to people. Here's a group you might like. And we had a lot of people join, but they never took part because either they thought I was a quilter only, and I'm not, or they had no idea I had a YouTube channel. So I built Facebook groups so that people could post things they make from the YouTube videos, and it wasn't working that way. So Lisa Marie and I were the only ones at the time and we got together and we chatted about it. And there were days we would get over 30 requests a day. I mean, the group was just exploding. We couldn't even keep track, and we had spammers getting in under what looked like a regular account. So we shut it off to that. The only way to get in the Facebook group now is to email me. If you email me at mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com, 2 S's after my name, it is in the description box, and I will pin it in the comment below the video when this is done. But you email me and just say, Marie, I'd love to join your Facebook group. And then I'll send you a link. You only get 11 or 12 hours, something like that, to click that link before it expires. So if you don't check your email, just email me back. Yes, Honor, it was crazy. I'm going to type my email into the chat. Whoops, gotta have a dot before that com. But like I said, it is in the description box. Yeah, Deborah is asking, has anyone heard from Adam? I had mentioned this last week. I just have not messaged Adam. I meant to. He's a dear friend. He is so sweet. My life kind of got really busy there. I wasn't really messaging anyone or keeping in contact, and you know, I haven't, and I know he's been super busy, but it is on my to-do list today to send Adam a message just to let him know, you know, still alive, still thinking of you, you know. But he is always busy. He's so creative. He really, really is. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. The quilter says, good morning, everyone. Both times are good for me. Good idea. That's awesome. Now, Doris says, apologies to the brothers. I'm sure they don't mind at all. I just kind of stuck that in there because I thought it was interesting. But yes, anyone who wants on the Facebook group. But I'm going to tell you, there are times where I don't go on there for like 3 or 4 weeks. I used to really like Facebook, and then some personal things took place on Facebook, 2 huge things that broke my heart, and I don't really care for Facebook. So I have been trying really hard lately to go on about 3 times a week onto the group. I do not go onto my personal Facebook page. I don't do it. I don't set myself up for hurt. I think that there's enough hard feelings or hurt feelings in this world, and I don't need to know everyone's business. And it seems like, I mean, a lot of people use Facebook in a good way, but a lot of people air out every bit of their dirty laundry, and I always feel like I shouldn't be reading. I shouldn't know what I'm knowing. So what I do is I have it set so that when I land on Facebook, I land directly on the group, and I don't see anything else. Kind of like, don't pass go, do not collect $200. So, okay, Linda says, I left Facebook a long time ago. Haven't missed it other than the fun groups like yours, which I didn't even know existed when I was on Facebook. I totally understand, Linda. I'm sorry I didn't read that before. I just went on my little rant there. It wasn't a rant. It was just, it happens, you know, it happens. But good morning, Michelle, to you. Honor says that Adam is stocking his store, and Deborah says, I know he's busy. I like his new shirt he made on his video. Yeah, he made a shirt last year. Oh my land, it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. He is so talented. Like, I don't think there's anything that he couldn't sell. Like, just anything. Yeah. Let's see. Terry says, Marie, good in, garbage out. That's what my smart daughter tells me. Gigo, G-I-G-O. That's good. That is really good. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, so I think that is everything that I have. I am trying to keep it under an hour. We're at about 46 minutes, something in there. But if you have something you would like to ask or chat about, I don't have a problem with that. And I can wait a few minutes and see what pops up in the chat. I was going to bring something in and I totally forgot. Someone had asked me a while back, I had said that I have these bandages that they're self-adhering bandages that I use when I get little spots that bleed or whatever. A regular band-aid just doesn't cut it when you're sewing. So I buy those ones. And I want to say that they're kind of like, I lose the word, what it is. They're kind of like an Ace bandage, only the ones I buy are 1 inch wide. Yeah. I have to use hand motions, whether I'm counting or whatever. Sorry, guys. They're about 1 inch wide, and I'll try to remember for next week. I'll write it down. But some people had asked me if I could show them, and I will definitely do that. Honor asked me if I ever made Adam's slipper pattern. I have not. I have it, but I have not made it yet. I should. I really should. Of course, I'd have to gift them because now I'm an old lady and I need orthopedic slippers according to my podiatrist. I just got the sneakers. I mean, the slippers are just as much. And then, according to him, now I need the insoles for the new sneakers. It's a long, drawn out, expensive thing. Isn't it always? Oh, Terry says, Honor, that would be a good sew along. Marie and Adam can teach that. I thought it was too. I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't know if he's too busy for a sew along, but I will ask him what he thinks about that. Sandra asks, who's Adam? Adam has a channel called Adam Sews, and I know that the mods already dropped his link. They'll probably drop it again since you asked, but his channel is called Adam Sews, and he's very creative. Very creative. His sewing is gorgeous. Mary, I use liquid bandage. Yeah, I use that too. I have it right somewhere here. I keep it right here. But sometimes because my skin is so dry near the crack, sometimes just when I bend it will crack next to the liquid bandage because it's so dry and so puckered that when I fill one in it will just crack next to it, and when it gets like that I have to use those other ones. Donna says vet wrap is good, sticks to itself but not sticky to touch. Yeah, that's how this one is. It will stick to itself but it doesn't stick to anything else. I've never heard of that. Terry says, I have those wraps for my injury. I bought a dozen rolls. Oh, they're great stuff. They're great stuff. Glenda says, I agree with you regarding Facebook in general. So much gossip, too much for me, but I keep Facebook for my personal groups and Facebook messages. Yeah, I still use Messenger all the time. I just can't open myself up to Facebook anymore, you know. Honor says, Adam Sews over the pond. Tula fanatic. Yes, he is. June says, yes, I know what you're talking about. It works great. And the other thing is when I go out somewhere, I'm always worried. You know, I got all these cracks and they're open and that I'm going to pick up some bacteria while I'm out. And, you know, so I always wrap before I go out. Sylvia says, in late, just saying hello and enjoy the day. Well, we hope you do too. Oh, Honor says, sewist extraordinaire. Yes, I gotcha. Thank you for dropping in, though. We're glad you did, Sylvia. ND Quilter, good morning from North Dakota. Well, good morning to you. Is this your first time here in the chat? Either way around it, we're glad you're here. Lisa Marie says, he's awesome. I have a long sleeve shirt I bought from him. He's cute and so sweet. Yes, absolutely. Honor says, you channel droppers amaze me. I don't know how you do it. And so fast, too. See? Everyone has their talents. No, they're awesome. Linda says, well, gonna say hasta la bye-bye for now. Something has got to happen around here other than watching fun videos. Is that true? Sewing, that's what needs to happen, Linda. Thank you for watching and hanging out with us. Andrea says, when I have my blood drawn for lab work, they always use hot pink stuff to hold my cotton ball on. Is that what you're talking about? No, actually, it's right out in the hallway. I'm going to go grab that and show everyone because I did forget to bring it in. I'll even open the package for you. So I buy the Walmart brand. Okay, I know it's got some glare on it there. It says self-adhering elastic bandage, sticks to itself. So, number one, you don't need scissors. You can pull this stuff off there. Let me find the start here. That's always the hardest thing for me. Oh, I see it. Okay, so you got it. It's got a little, now watch. See how it stretches? And you just pull it. Now, it's got so much stretch, but yet it leaves air, so your cut or whatever will heal because there's still air getting through. But it stays on, and you can reposition it. You can lift it up and move it around. It's great stuff. My sister took me out one time. We were in her car, and she said, "Oh, my land, your hand." And I said, "Yeah, I know." Well, her skin's the same way. She handed me a roll of this stuff, and I really didn't think I was going to care for it, but she was gifting it to me, so I took it. I love this stuff. Sometimes before bed, I'll put a little bit of Neosporin or something like that on some of my cuts, or maybe even just some of my overnight Gold Bond, and put that stuff around there so that it stays in place. Last night it was here. I love that stuff. Andrea says, "Yeah, that's the same stuff." Terry says, "A lot of athletes use it." Ninian says, "I have 11 grandchildren." Well, congratulations. Some call me Nana, Nina, Nani. Somehow the older ones decided on Ninian to solve the confusion. Well, there you go. See, that's how you get your name. That's awesome. Lisa says, "Okay, they have colored kinds at the Dollar Tree." I didn't know that. I've never seen it. Terry says it sticks, but it's not sticky, kind of like Velcro. I guess I missed some comments up there. Oh, Honor was leaving. I'm sorry. She said, "You all have a great day. I need a bus to move around here too." North Dakota Quilter sure is first time. You get the little silly happy dance. We're glad you're here. Sandra, good morning to Sandra. I'm sorry I was talking and I missed some stuff. Claudette says, "I found Adam's channel from watching your channel, Marie." Well, I'm glad you did. And my moderators dropped so many awesome links. There's so many good channels for you guys to check out. I hope that you do. You could choose one a week and give them a try. See what you like. That would be a good thing. Let's see. A lot of athletes use it. Okay, I was there. Donna says, "Look for the pet section for prints and color. Look on the pet section for prints and colors." Oh, no kidding. Huh. Glenda says, "Yes, welcome to the best group ever and our fearless leader." I'll never live that one down, will I? Marie and her wonderful mods. Terry says, "I used that when I shattered my toe 19 months ago. That will hurt forever. But that tape was the best." It really is. There's so many uses for it. It really is. Andrea, have you tried Cornhuskers lotion on your hands? I have. I've tried that. I can't even tell you how much money I've spent on products. Bag Balm. Anything that they sell in stores or online, I've pretty much tried. In fact, I had shown you guys about 5 weeks ago a deep crevice I had here. It took 4 weeks to close that one section of dry skin. I haven't found anything. Some things will be like, "Oh, that feels good" when I put it on, and it seems to help at first, but then it never does. My skin's been like this for years. I just recently had my acrylic nails taken off to give my nails a break. Well, I should have left them on, and now I can't wait to get them back because I had forgotten how bad it is, but my skin is dry, but my nails are dry too. So I can just like take my shirt on or off or go to put my jeans on and split my fingernail, like catch it and just pull because it's so dry. So right now I have to wait for all my cracks and crevices on the fingertips and my hangnails to clear up so that I can get my nails back on and at least not have the tips. But yes, Andrea, I appreciate that question. Aunt Di, I wonder if that would work for me, and does it come in wider widths? It absolutely does. I think it comes in 3 inches, but don't quote me. But Walmart has it, and at least our Walmart has both sizes. Okay. Yes, Terry, I apologize. I did not get over to see your video yet. It's been a few days. I've been bad. No, I really... I'll get there. I promise. And if anyone hasn't seen Terry, please be sure to pop on over. Let me see. I keep skipping all around. Dawn says, have seen this tape in all colors and widths. See, I bought some that was red one time, but it didn't stretch. So I don't know if I just bought the wrong thing or not. But, yeah. Lisa says, Glenda, you remembered. They're talking about Fearless Leader. June says, I use it a lot. Never have the right size Band-Aids. Yeah, Band-Aids for whatever reason, even the finger Band-Aids aren't right for whatever reason. It just seems like they're not right. Hi, Carla. Carla says, hello all. Snow is melting in Colorado. How's your weather? It is a balmy 47 degrees here in northern Maine this morning, Carla. Our snow is going. Yes, so Terry said, Marie, if you haven't seen it, I haven't, I'm guilty. I have been working on another machine. Terry takes old beloved machines and puts all kinds of work, time, and of course, love and heart into them. And she's like a whiz with them. Not only do they work, but they look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let me see. We have wind today, says Honor. A golf tournament this afternoon. The wind will be a large handicap, I bet it is. Deb S., the Pug Mama Quilter. Hi, Marie and everyone. Well, hello to you. I see your name, and I have to say, I was looking at videos last night, saw some of one of our granddaughters from 4 years ago, and they were making me cry. Or making tears come to my eyes, and then one popped up from our pug, Eddie, and he's been gone for 3 years now. Still heartbroken. But during the video, our granddaughter was walking around the kitchen singing a song, and here comes Eddie trotting in. He was blind. He knew his way around the apartment. He hardly ever bumped into anything. But anyway, so I take it you are a pug mama and a quilter. So welcome. Is this your first time? We're getting ready to close up, though. I apologize to anyone just coming in. Terry says, my daughter uses Gold Bond for the same thing on her hands. Yeah, out of anything, I would say I normally get the Gold Bond diabetes lotion because out of anything, it helps the most as far as if I can even say that anything really helps. But I saw this the other day and grabbed that. And that one smells really good too. All right. Andrea woke up to 68 degrees this morning in southeast Texas. Yay. Glenda says, I love So Chick Terry's channel. We have some loves in common. And they are asking for her link. She's saying she's working on a featherweight and she dropped her link. Thank you very much. Mama Harden says Red Cross uses red on the arm of donators when, when they donate blood. I am looking to buy a new machine. Any suggestions? It needs to be around $1,000. Anyone? I can't remember what the Brother machine was. The most I had ever spent on a machine was just under $400 until I got the Brother PQ 1500 SL, and it's a straight stitch only semi-industrial. Beautiful machine, but if you want decorative stitches, you're going to want something different. But maybe someone here, I see that people are already typing in. Terry says pugs are the cutest. Yeah, we took Eddie in. He didn't have a good backstory, and we took him in. He was only a year or two old when we took him in. Aunt Di loves her brother pace setter. Tia. Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter says, not New Marie, just change channel name. Oh, okay. All right. Andrea, I have 2 senior pugs. They are both blind and deaf. I know they will be leaving me soon. I'm going to miss them very much. It's so difficult. Pug or any other breed. It's just difficult. All right. Don't forget, February is not over today. Leap year. All right, everyone. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I know 15 minutes ago I said we were done. Yet here we are, because you guys are always great to chat with. So congratulations to both of our winners. We had Guess Who Nancy and Judith French as winners, and don't forget to use the special words down below. They're not incantations, you just need to use the special words in the comments section. All right, everyone, thank you for hanging out with me and everyone else. We always have fun, and I just love Wednesdays. So next Wednesday, don't forget, it's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I will announce it at the same time I usually announce this one. So hugs and love to all of you. Have a terrific week. And remember, be kind out there, because the world really does need more of that. If you're feeling bad, feel better really soon. Okay? Take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Grab that sewing stash, that scrap pile, and get sewing. See you next time.